Hello, and how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. I would like to know who is in class. I would like to know the people we are working together. I know you're busy trying to chase your dream as a high school student. I'm also grateful that you have been following all my lessons, which are available in my YouTube channel from the beginning of the holiday up to now. We always say east or west, east or west, then put the name of your school there. East or west, Limuru is the only option next week. I know you don't like, but we are waiting for you. We are there. We want you to meet your dream. By the way, education is one of the things, it's one of the ways that, if not the only ways, that can enable you achieve your dream. Those in class, kindly, I'm requesting just to text me on the chat section if you can hear me. Sometimes I take a whole lesson only to realize that my audio was not well visible. If you're in class, kindly, please tell me if I'm audible enough. Yes. If I'm audible, please let me get the text there. The issue of the matter of whether you can see me or not, I can see myself here, but I cannot hear myself. Thank you, Mind Mastery Tutor, for confirming that you can hear me. So today, I would like us to deal with something that is so significant, and that is the terms used in chemistry. We call them the definition of terms, that you always use them in chemistry. We have very many. If you will write, have a pen, a notebook. I'm sharing the screen. Kazi yako ni kuandika very fast, so that you don't lag behind. Are we together? Girls and boys who are in class, are we together? Yes. So let me share the screen. As I'm sharing the screen, confirm that you can see my screen. Confirm that you can see my screen. Oh, yes. I've just shared the screen there. Who can see my screen? Chemistry terms. There are very many. There are very many, but we will finish. I want you to be consistent. One of the ways of winning, either in academics or in any other subject or in any other field, whether in school or outside school, is by being consistent. So I want to dare you. I want to challenge you. Once you are in class, stay up to the end and you'll get the fruits. Good. Who can see my screen? I want to start with point number 1, which is the term chemistry. Ziko mingi mpaka 100 and something, 150. I think I prepared for you up to 150 something. So who is there with me? Who is there? Who can see my screen? Mind Mastery Tutor, kindly, if you can see my screen, or anybody else, just type we can see. You can also zoom on your side. You can zoom. Like if I want to see it from the phone, I can easily zoom it. Zooming in and out. Let me see. Yes. From your phone, you can easily zoom it. Then you can see what I've just written. Anybody, can you see my screen? I just want to get confirmation from somebody that you can see my screen, then we proceed from there. So the first term is, what is chemistry? What is chemistry? Chemistry is the study of the structure, properties, and composition of matter and the changes that matter undergoes. That is the first term that you're told to define while you were in high school. Sindio. Number 2, matter. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. These ones, you know them, so that's why I'm moving very fast. Number 3, conductor. Substances which allow electrical energy to flow through them. or substance which allow heat energy to flow through them. It's either chemical, electrical energy, or heat. But the best is substances which allow electrical energy to flow through them. Non-conductors is the opposite of conductors. What do we say? We say substances which do not allow electricity to flow through them. A drug, any substance, natural or manufactured. Sasa nataka tuelewana hapo. Natural or manufactured, which when used alters the way the body functions. Hata venye unafikiria, venye unatembea, ukikunywa pombe, utembee, utakuwa unaona stairs zimeenda hivi. Unajaribu kanyaka stair fulani unaanguka. It alters the way our normal body functions. Next is dosage. We call them dosage ama dose. Ukisikia mtu akisema dosage, akisema dose, we are talking about the same thing. So what is a dose ama dosage? It is the amount of medicines administered by a qualified medical officers. Not anybody can administer such a drug. It is by a qualified medical officers. Sawa. Yes. So ukiambiwa 3 times 1, don't take 1 times 3. Ati unasema mwalimu wangu wa hesabu aliniambia 1 times 3 ni sawa na 3 times 1. Hiyo ngojea time ya hesabu, sema 3 times 1 ni sawa na 1 times 3. But when it comes to taking of drugs, 3 times 1 is not the same as 1 times 3. 3 times 1 is you take 3 once. 1 times 3, you take 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 in the evening. 20 numbers 8, prescription. The written instructions by a qualified medical officer giving details on the type of drugs and how the drugs should be taken. The keyword is a qualified medical officer. A drug abuse, the use of drug for a purpose other than what it is meant for. Are you together? If you use drugs for a different purpose, like Piriton, some of you wanangoja ile zonishe, wameze Piriton, walale. You are doing what you call drug abuse. Now, drug misuse is the use of overdose or underdose of prescribed drugs. Umeambiwa 3 times, umeambiwa take 1 times 3. And because you feel so sick, ukaamua kuchukua 2 or 3, you are misusing those drugs. Are we together? Let's proceed. We are on a chemistry laboratory. A laboratory is a building or a special room where chemicals and apparatus are kept and in which practical subjects such as chemistry are studied. A laboratory is a building or a special room where chemicals and apparatus are kept and in which practical subjects such as chemistry are studied. Yes. Those who are coming in, confirm if you can hear me. What's a flame? We are at our term number 12. A flame is a mass of burning gases. Mass of burning gases. Number 13, a mixture. 2 or more substances. Sikiza vizuri because hiyo sitaandika. 2 or more substances put together and can be separated by physical means. And can be separated by physical means. It can be 2 or more. A mixture of maize and beans, those are 2. Maize, beans, and chaff, those are 3. And they can be separated by physical means. 2 or more substances put together that can be separated by physical means. Sublimation, change of state directly from solid to gas. Change of state directly from solid to gas at a given temperature is called sublimation. The opposite is called deposition. Change of state directly from gas to a solid. From gas to a solid. As I'm moving on, kindly type for me examples of substances that undergoes sublimation, and deposition. The first one, I'm doing it for you, iodine. So usiandike iodine. Crystallization. Crystallization. Allow me to deal with number 17, then I come to number 16. Why? You will know it. Number 17, saturated solution. Saturated solution. This is a solution that cannot dissolve any more solute at a given temperature. That cannot dissolve any more solute at a given temperature. For example, if I'm taking tea in this cup, niweke sukari, ikwe mingi. Ita dissolve, lakini ikifika mahali fulani, the sugar will stop dissolving in it. We say that solution is saturated. A solution that cannot dissolve any more solute at a given temperature. Crystallization. Can you say crystallization? Crystallization. Can you say it? Good. Now, it is the process of obtaining crystals from a saturated solution. It is the process of obtaining crystals from a saturated solution. Remember my challenge in December? Ukijoin class, ka mpaka mwisho, familia mpaka mwisho. You get all the concepts. Distillation. Distillation. What is distillation? It is the process of separating a solute from a solvent or a solvent from a solute and obtaining both the solvent and the solute. Okay, another method is evaporation. Evaporation will only obtain what? Crystals, solute, but you cannot obtain the solvent. The process of obtaining or separating a solvent from a solute is called distillation using heat. Solvent extraction. The process of extracting useful substances from plants, just from plants, is called solvent extraction. Like how to obtain oil from groundnut or from sunflower seeds or from simsim seeds. If there is any that you want me to repeat, please repeat this one. I will repeat. We are at our term number 19. Let's get to our term number 20. Yes, we are at our term number 20. I hope all of us, we can see those terms. So, the term which is there is called chromatography. The method of separating colors is called chromatography. Chromatography. It is the method of separating colors. If you like it, when I say it is the method of separating colors based on their solubility. Colors have different intents of solubility. Good. Paper chromatogram. This is a paper used in separating colors. That paper unaonanga umepewa hivi. Hapa chini ukaandikiwa solvent front, pale chini ukawekewa hapa chini baseline, pale juu solvent front. Now, before I define melting point and boiling point, allow me to define baseline based on chromatography. Baseline is the original spot where the mixture is placed or where the color is placed. Front, solvent front, the farthest point in which the color or the soluble substance can move to. Palembele. Good. Melting point. Melting point. This is a specific temperature at which a substance changes from solid to liquid. Keyword, a specific temperature. If it is water, it is 0 degrees. If it is naphthalene, it is 27. You should say it is a specific temperature at which the state of a substance changes from solid to liquid. Boiling point, a specific temperature at which the state of a substance changes from liquid to gas, vapor. Hydrated salts. These are salts that contained water of crystallization. Anhydrous salt that do not contain water of crystallization. That do not contain water of crystallization. We are together. Are we together? Element. Pure substances which cannot be split into simpler substances by chemical means. Pure substances which cannot be split into simpler substances by chemical means. For example, oxygen, hydrogen, copper, sulfur, carbon, iron, hizo zingine. Atoms. The smallest particle of an element which can take part in a chemical change. An atom is the smallest particle of an element which can take part in a chemical change. A molecule. What's a molecule? Say, the smallest particle of an element or a compound which can exist separately. Smallest particle of an element that can exist what? Separately. We are together. What's the next term? Compound. Two or more substances chemically combined. Two or more substances chemically combined. Two or more substances chemically combined. An example of a compound is sodium chloride. An example of a compound is magnesium sulfate. Yes. What's an acid? What is? I said that when you join in class, please stay up to the end. What's an acid? Acid is a substance that reacts with a base. Substance that reacts with a base. I want to check the feasibility of Nini. Substance that reacts with the base to give salt and water only. That's an acid. Or ukifika from ukombele, a substance that can dissociate in water to give hydrogen ions as the only positive ions. A substance that can dissociate in water to give hydrogen ions as the only positive ions. A base substance, if based in Form 1 knowledge, can you see my screen? Somebody, can you see my screen? I think I can't see myself. If you're in class, kindly tell me. Can you see my screen? Mniambie? There's no one who is willing to tell me whether you can see my screen. Yet I'm here teaching you. Nobody is there? Okay. So I will assume it's visible. So now, base is a substance that can react with with acid to give salt and water, or a substance that can dissociate in water to give hydroxide ions as the only negative ions. What's an indicator? Tuko number 32. What's an indicator? An indicator, thank you, Ochieng, for confirming that you can hear me. You can see my screen. An indicator is a substance that gives a definite color in base and a different definite color in acids. Get my position. And a different definite color. Substance that gives a definite color in acids and a different definite color in bases. BH scale. This is a scale that runs from 1 to 14 that shows the strength of acids and bases. A scale running from 1 to 14 that shows the strength of acids and bases, whereby from 0 to 7, from 0 to 6.9, or below 7 acids, above 7 bases. pH chart. This is a chart that shows the strength of acids also based on their colors. We have all these seen this particular chart. Our point number 35, our tab number 35. Combustion. Combustion is also called panning. It is also called what? Panning. It's a process in which a substance combines with oxygen with the production of heat. Combines with oxygen with the production of heat. Rusting. Corrosion of iron due to its reaction with atmospheric oxygen and moisture. It is specifically affecting iron. Corrosion of iron due to its reaction with atmospheric oxygen and moisture. Next, pollutant. Any substance or contaminant. Any substance or contaminant or form of energy which has a harmful effects to the environment is called a pollutant. Hydrocarbon. A substance made up of hydrogen and carbon is called hydrocarbon. Nucleons. Nucleons. We have all studied about the structure of the atom. Nucleon is a general term used to refer to protons and neutrons. Nucleons is a general term used to refer to protons and neutrons. Number 40. What is atomic number? It is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. Number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. What is mass number? Oh, yes, what's mass number? It is the sum of protons and neutrons in an atom of an element. Sum of protons and neutrons in an atom of an element. Ikienda mbio unaniambia unaenda mbio. You just tell me. Ndio nisiwapeleke mbio sana. Isotopes. Isotopes. Atoms of the same element having the same atomic number but different mass numbers. Having atoms of the same element having the same atomic number but different mass numbers. Number 43, energy levels. Energy levels. Electrons occupy regions around the nucleus known as energy levels. Or you simply say regions occupied by electrons are called energy levels. Abo tuko sawa? 44. Electron configuration. We can also call it electron arrangements. It is the distribution of electrons in the energy levels of an atom. The distribution of electrons in the energy levels of an atom is what we are calling it the electron configuration. Relative atomic mass, shortened as RAM. The relative atomic mass of an element is defined as the average mass of an atom of the element compared with an atom of carbon-12. Yes, that is it. Ions, charged particles formed when atoms gain or lose electrons. What's an ion? A charged particle formed when atoms gain or lose electrons. Cation, positively charged ion is called cation. An ion, negatively charged ion is called an ion. Good. Number 47. Valency. Valency. I hope you can still see my screen. Valency. The number of electrons an atom loses or gains during a chemical reaction is the valency. The number of electrons an atom gains or loses during a chemical reaction is the valency. It is also defined as the combining power of elements. Valency can also be defined as the combining power of elements. Valence electrons it is different from valency. It is the electrons in the outermost energy level. Electrons in the outermost energy level is called what? Valence electrons. Radicals. Radical is there. A group of atoms with a net charge that exist and react as a unit during a chemical reaction. The oxidation number it shows the number of an element, shows the number of electrons that have been removed or added to it. Is a representation of chemicals that can be considered. And even with the measure we understand it shows the constituent elements and the proportions of the it's like spin from the light of the sun, atomic radiance. It's the distance between the center of the nucleus of an atom and the outermost energy level by an electron or more electrons. That is the atomic radius of the electron. This is one of the ionic radius, ionizing energy system. Center of the nucleus, the outermost energy level is known as radius of an ion. The distance between the center of the nucleus of an ion and the outermost energy level is ion energy is the minimum energy. So whenever ion is the minimum energy required to move an electron from the outermost energy level of an atom to gaseous state. Structure and body of the structure. It's a regular pattern in which chemical bonds hold the particles of a substance together. Structure is a regular pattern in which chemical bonds hold the particles of a substance together. Crystal is a solid form of some form in which the particles are arranged in a plate pattern and protect regularly in the fixtures of valence bond. And valence bond is a bond formed when the combining atoms and pair of electrons in them is connected to the share a atomic body under the strong